What it do, world? What it do? It's your boy Mace Machiavelli.
Your boy Big Slab, we back in the building.
You know what I'm saying? For the No Filter Sports Podcast, episode 2. You know, if you watching on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the like button. Write a comment, or if you on Apple or Spotify, give us 5 stars. You know what I'm saying? But as always, a lot to talk about in the sports world. Let's get straight to it. Start off with this Carolina slump that, you know, in Carolina, both of our teams, you know, I kind of left for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a Cam Newton diehard fan, and what's going on right now is definitely not his fault. But Carolina definitely is in a slump. They just lost 5 games in a row Sunday against who was it? The Bucks.
Yeah, the Buccaneers.
Yeah, 32-7. Talk about it, man. What you think? What you think need to happen? What changes do you think need to happen in Carolina?
Well, Carolina right now, I mean, we've been undergoing a rebuilding process, but I mean, at this point right now, I feel like they're gonna fire Matt Rule. I feel like they're gonna fire him. I think we do need to bring a new coach in there. Matt Rule, this is his first tenure as an NFL head coach. We got him from Temple. He went from Temple to Baylor. And the guy, they fired the offensive coordinator already, Joe Brady, but Joe Brady was the LSU's offensive coordinator a few years ago when they won a national championship. And I mean, also it's personnel. We need players. I feel like if they would have brought Cam in earlier during the season, we would have been better off because we would have won the games that we were supposed to win.
Right.
Because at the second half of the season, the second half of our schedule was tougher. So when we were dropping games to the Dolphins, Washington, we could have beat Minnesota. Minnesota. It was a bunch of games. The games that we were supposed to win. Yeah. If we would have won those, we could afford a couple of L's now. But
right.
It's personnel, and we do need to get. I would like to see what a seasoned NFL coach would look like. I mean, like I said, Rule was a college coach prior to coming in.
Right. One thing I didn't like about Matt Rule, like I would see, definitely when he brought Cam back, it was like watching a middle school coach just trying new quarterbacks, and Cam would be in the game first quarter, he'll do good a couple possessions, and then he might throw an interception, and you take him out, you put PJ in, and whoever your quarterback is gonna be, stay with that one quarterback. I think they need to get the quarterback spot solidified, and I mean, we've been having this problem for years, the O-line. I don't know. I feel like I can go in the game and sack Cam. You know what I'm saying? Like, the O-line definitely needs a lot of help. Because, I mean, it's been this way for years. Even when we did make it to the Super Bowl, the year that we made it to the Super Bowl, we done had this problem since then. So, I hope they make a lot of... I hope they use the draft wisely to get some type of O-line. I mean, I love Cam. I think this is it for him. I mean, and it's not his fault.
I really feel like he would have had time. It's what it was, and even while they were doing the switching, is because Cam hasn't had time to learn the playbook.
Right.
Because you had Darnold, and the reason why at first what they were doing with Cam, I want to say that first week Cam had been there maybe it was almost a week then. They had just signed the beginning of that week, so there was no way in them 4 or 5 days he was going to have the playbook down packed. So even
right.
PJ Walker knows the playbook more because he's been there. He's been there longer.
Right.
And this was Matt Rule's quarterback at Temple before he went to Baylor. This is a guy from college that he had there. And the owner isn't right now. The reason I feel like Rule's gonna get fired, the reason they've been look last year we had Teddy Bridgewater. Right now we still playing Bridgewater, We still paying Cam. We paying Darnold and Cam. They gave Cam $14 million for like 8 games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I really feel like part of that was like, okay, because we let you go, we brought you back.
Right.
I feel like that's what that was for.
Right.
But I really feel like if Cam would have got there, I mean, maybe I'm a little biased because I'm a big Cam fan.
I believe.
But if Cam would have had time to get acclimated, because look what he did with what he had.
Right.
I'm willing to guarantee if we would have had Cam for those games that Darnold dropped, them easy games.
Yeah.
Man, listen, we could have beat the Dolphins.
We could have at least been in a wild card
Man.
position. And it sucks. This is like our 4th year in a row not in the playoff contention. Man,
Since the Super Bowl, man.
Yeah,
Really?
since
the Super Bowl.
Since the Super Bowl.
Such a glorious fucking time, man.
Right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. Keep pounding that year. That 2015 year was like so incredible, man. Like we was getting like free Krispy Kreme donuts.
Man, listen, I killed Papa John's every night.
Like,
because I think if we scored 10 points, it wasn't even if we won. I think it was like if you scored 10 points.
Yeah, I remember that.
Listen, half off. No, it was Panthers 50. That's what the code was. Panthers, man. Oh my God.
Man, it was good times, man. Some of the best times of any Panther fan life.
Yeah, man.
I hope they get things right.
One thing for sure is this owner's willing. He's willing to do. He's willing to do whatever.
Right.
He's willing to do whatever. He got the power to do it. That's why I think his impatience. I think he's gave Rule already 2 seasons already. So I think this might be it.
And another thing I gotta ask, since we're still on the Panthers, do you think McCaffrey's run is over?
Oh, so it's over. I look at it like this, man. A running back is not as durable as the other players because of the grind.
Right.
You get a good 5 years. We got McCaffrey in 2017, and I said this when we got him. I said I know what the Panthers are gonna do. They're gonna run him to death.
Yeah.
He needed help. Even if I felt like we should have had another running back to complement him to limit his carry, to limit his workload. Because look at it like this. Yeah, he had 1,000 yards receiving and 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. That's enough stats for 2 persons.
And that's putting a lot on the body, man.
That's enough stats for 2 people.
Yeah.
And the guy that they let go to Atlanta, the one when McCaffrey was hurt last year, Mike Davis. Mike Davis was a good backup. We should have paid Mike Davis. It ain't like we would have had to max him out or nothing.
Right.
Paid Mike Davis, kept Mike Davis with McCaffrey, because now he got to get cut.
Yeah.
Historically, look at a couple years ago. Look, Gurley, your Freemans, Le'Veons, all them guys got them those big contracts. Some of it's guaranteed, but most of it's not.
Right.
You know what I mean? All of it's not guaranteed. So they can cut McCaffrey and save a lot of money. And at this point, we need players that are able to play. You know what I mean? And I mean, if you look at McCaffrey's stats, I mean, an average player, McCaffrey. He's been playing since 2017. He got a ton of stats, but we can't keep him on the field.
Right.
And we need to bring players in there. You could get a running back out the draft. Look how many guys in the league running backs that you never heard of until the starter got hurt. You know what I'm saying? That's happened numerous times. Running backs are easy. Just get a couple young guys out of college.
Yeah.
And, man, we worked him to death.
Yeah.
We worked. He did everything he could possibly do. When McCaffrey was on the field this year, that was McCaffrey. Get the ball to McCaffrey. Get the ball to McCaffrey.
Right.
And for a while, he was able to do it.
Yeah.
But McCaffrey was never made to really run in between the tackles. I watched McCaffrey at Stanford. This is when Lamar Jackson was playing for Louisville and McCaffrey was playing for Stanford. Them was the 2 most electrifying players in college, but they used McCaffrey primarily for screen passes. They lined him up as a wide receiver, and if he ran, it was really he would get to the outside, but he was never supposed to be utilized like a traditional running back.
True.
So it's sad to say it, but C-Mac, I love you. He got to go.
He's got to go. He's done.
He got to go. We need that money. We need that bread. You know what I'm saying? We need the money. He got paid.
Yeah.
He got paid. All of it ain't guaranteed, but he'll get. He got the signing bonus and a little bit of it.
All right. Let's stick to football. We just have witnessed one of the biggest blowouts, one of the most high scoring games that we seen this year. The Cowboys beat the football team. I was about to say the Redskins, but I see why they don't have a name because they got beat 56-14. I was watching by the time I was watching, it was like 42-7. They scored 21 points in the first and the second quarter. Dak Prescott, he came back and he looked great yesterday. Like he looked very good. He fed the ball to a lot of receivers. Even one in the O-line got a touchdown. So
yeah, he threw 4 touchdowns yesterday. DeMarcus Lawrence got a nice pick 6.
Right.
Yeah, when he caught it, he looked like a damn running back going down the field when he got it. Man. Everybody got stats yesterday. Everybody padded the stats.
Yeah, so they clinched the NFC East with that win.
They doing that thing.
What do you think the Cowboys? Do you think they will be a strong team in the playoffs? Like, are the Cowboys real?
I think this year, just over the years, looking at them, this year, the difference, the defense has been consistent.
That's right.
Big shout out to what's my boy name? Trayvon Diggs. Stephon Diggs, brother.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Stephon Diggs is top 5 wide receiver. Now his brother was the number 1 cornerback this year. Yeah. He got his 11th pick. So he's leading the league in interceptions.
Right.
They got the young boy Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
He sat out. Listen, he sat out his rookie year. Sat out last year for COVID.
Yeah, COVID. Yeah.
Came back killing.
This right now between those two right now in the runs of defensive player of the year, both of them. Parsons definitely gonna win the defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah, they got that. Their defense is consistently playing. The offense was there. It's playing more consistent as well. And this looks like the best run I've seen from them since probably was 2014. I want to say when they had when DeMarco Murray had that good year and they still had Romo then.
Yeah.
But this team looks better.
Right,
this team looks better than that team. I think they'll do something in the play. I'm not a Cowboys fan, but I think they'll do something.
Right.
I mean, it's good. It's good to see teams. They've been right there, but it's the defense.
Yeah.
The defense is playing phenomenal, and that's what's been their problem for years.
Right.
Especially inconsistent play with the defensive backs. But like I said, look at Diggs. You can't throw it his way.
Right.
But I would attribute it to the offseason, him guarding his brother in the offseason.
Right.
Because Stephon, like I said, he's top 5, so you can imagine that's why he's doing so well. So it's good to see.
Yeah.
It's good to see.
Well, that drops Washington. They kind of was on a good streak as we talked about last episode, and they dropped those 2 games. They play the Eagles, which is a monumental game to their playoff hopes, but I really think it's over. All right, let's talk about Brady getting shut down the other night by the Saints. He had one bad game, but they scored 0 points. The Saints looking kind of strong lately. So do you think like Tom Brady? Because with all these talks of Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers MVP, do you think that game hurt his MVP chances?
Well, that's what the narrative was. What they were talking about. Today. That's what we've been talking about the past few days. But I believe it. I don't believe it hurt it. Because I believe Aaron Rodgers won the Super Bowl. Not the Super Bowl. He won MVP last year.
Right.
He's playing at the same caliber he played
last year. Yeah.
Last year as well. And what's happening with Brady really? They ain't got nobody to play. What's my name? Godwin.
They do have a lot.
Godwin's out. Achilles tear.
Right.
Mike Evans is out.
Yeah.
Leonard Fournette is out. They just had to sign Le'Veon after the Ravens signed him and cut him.
Wow.
They got Le'Veon and AB. AB, I didn't even know it. AD, they were talking about, the coach was like, it's time to bring AB back. I'm like, what is wrong with AD?
Yeah.
AD, that fake vaccination card, him and Mike Evans. So what it was, it came down to it. That's why if you look, when was it? the Bucks was that last Monday the Bucks and Saints played?
Yeah.
Okay, so they played yesterday when they beat us.
When they beat
Carolina.
Right. Yeah.
AB had 100 yards receiving.
I didn't even know it.
That's because they had to bring it back because they virtually their roster's depleted right now.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, but I didn't really see. Brady got a lot of MVPs. I mean, because Brady at his age is phenomenal. What he's doing, he's doing good things. Even Brady getting shut out the other night. Brady didn't have a bad game.
Right. No,
you know what I'm saying? Brady
he
still
just didn't have no weapons.
Yeah, Brady still, because if you look, I mean, Brady's still good, but to see him at that age and still able to do that,
right.
that's still good. I mean, they still got a solid record, but. It's going to be tough. It's always tough to repeat for a Super Bowl. Their defense is depleted. Shaq Barrett got hurt. He strained his ACL and MCL. So it was a couple. They were missing. Levante David was out.
Yeah.
They were missing a lot of players. They were missing a lot of key players. Key players that they need right now for this time. Because this is the playoff run, which is leading to another Super Bowl run.
Right.
So I mean, I really feel like in the races anyway, it was probably Rodgers. I like that kid from Indianapolis though. It's hard for running backs to get it, but he is Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. But it's always hard. It's hard for running backs.
Right.
Yeah, it's tough for running back to get it.
MVP is mostly a quarterback's game.
And then if you look at the way that the Colts have been playing lately,
they've been playing great.
Yeah. So I think their record. Because just because of the way they've lost some games and the margins of points that they've lost certain games, their record doesn't define how good they actually are. But getting back to the MVP race, I think it really was probably Rodgers anyway. Mahomes hasn't had
I think that the shaky start in the beginning really hurts his chances. And like at the beginning, I like Kyler Murray's chances, but they started games.
They've been slowing down too.
So I definitely think Aaron Rodgers clear cut MVP right now with the way he's playing.
It'll probably be Rodgers. I don't really at this point. I don't really see anybody else getting it. I would like to see. The running back Taylor. I'd like to see, I mean, because also seeing what he's doing for his team. Aaron Rodgers virtually could win MVP
right
every year. Like I said, he won last year. They were one game from the Super Bowl because Brady beat him on the way. That was the last game.
Yeah.
Prior to getting to the Super Bowl, that was the last one. So it'll be good to see. But yeah, I don't think Brady. That was funny though. Brady was.
He was mad. He threw
the tablet.
Yeah, man.
Hey, listen. You saw what he told the coach. That wasn't the normal coach. That was the coach sitting.
Yeah.
The coach of the Saints, Sean Payton, got COVID.
Yeah.
He cussed the coach out. They had him on mic. They got him on mic. He told him go fuck yourself.
Yeah, Brady been going hard since he's been in Tampa. It's not the same Brady on that sideline when he gets mad.
Yeah, it's Brady. Yeah, it's Brady. Now Brady's always had a temper now.
Right.
Yeah, right. Brady's always had a temper. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that. But if Brady would have had all his players on the field, they would have won.
Yeah.
This just one of the things you got to go through. This part of the process to make that. To make this playoff run.
Right.
But, I mean, it's going to be hard to tell. I mean, it's really going to be hard to tell what the playoff picture's looking like. There's a lot of good teams. There's a lot of great teams out there. Because, I mean, even like you were just talking about the Cardinals. You got the Cardinals. Tennessee started off slow. They lost Derrick Henry, picked it up. They're still playing good.
Still playing good.
I know that, like I said, the Cardinals, you got the Chiefs. The Chiefs got back. They got it back together.
The Patriots have rejuvenated.
And the Patriots, they beat the Bills on Monday Night Football the other week, and they lost.
And they just lost, right? Yeah,
they lost to the Bills. It's a lot of contenders, And then the thing about football, it's any given Sunday. Yeah,
Speaking of contenders, we had yesterday it was the Bengals versus the Ravens, and Joe Burrow threw for 500 yards.
525.
Do you think, and that adds up to be the Ravens' third loss in a row? So they are now 8-7. Do you think the Ravens are in trouble?
I think they need to get Lamar back. That's what's wrong.
Right.
Yeah, when they get Lamar back, Huntley
has been playing.
They've been doing a good job. They've been doing a good job, but
it's not no Lamar though.
Yeah, it's not Lamar. It'll be good to get him back because Lamar's that guy. Lamar's the guy that's gonna like, hey, he's led a lot of comebacks. He's the guy that's gonna put it on his shoulders and make it happen. We got 17 games. You know, we got the extra game this year.
Yeah.
If Lamar, they're still in the hunt. They're still in the hunt, but they can't afford to lose anymore.
Right. 8-7.
I like the way the Bengals look. They look
good. They are real.
Yeah, Burrow's really Burrow. I think Burrow's already improving everybody. Him winning that national championship at LSU the other year. I want to say they went undefeated as well. But he's a phenomenal young quarterback. He's definitely part of the future of the league. Him, my boy T. Higgins, that played for Clemson, won a championship, and Jamar Chase that came from LSU. He won a championship with Joe Burrow. Right. That's Joe Burrow's old wide receiver from college. So, real good. It looked real good. But I don't know, man. Like I said, Lamar got to get back. They need LaMarvelous back, man, to see how it's gonna go. Because I think that division, they still got a chance because you got the Steelers and the Browns in that division. So they still got a chance.
Right,
they still got a chance.
All right, let's jump to the NBA, man. We got from last episode. Since last episode, Steph Curry passed Ray Allen for the all-time 3-point record.
Shout out to the Chef Curry.
And my boy basically from North Carolina. Dad played out here in Charlotte. You know what I'm saying? Was born in Ohio but raised in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Randy Davidson right here in North Carolina.
Right. So, we all saw this coming. Steph has changed the 3-point game. It's like now it's a fast-paced game where you have to shoot threes.
The reason everybody's game right now, the reason that everybody even they have to shoot these amount of threes in order, because for a while, when they first came in, they started doing their thing. Him and Clay, they had to do it. That's the only thing they had to happen. So he changed that whole dynamic. He's changed it all. What did it take? Ray Allen, 18, 19 years. Steph came in, kept it 12 years.
Yeah, man. So a lot to go,
Ridiculous.
A lot to go, man. And I like the.
But I knew he was going to do it.
Yeah, I knew he was going to do it.
I didn't know he was going to do it this fast.
Yeah, I didn't either. And I seen like a meme when, because Ray Allen and Reggie was broadcasting. And I seen like the meme where, like, I seen interviews where Ray Allen was saying that he was happy for him, but then I seen the meme like where he gave the jersey to him and he had like the salty face.
Get back. I know we switched off football, but just go back to this. You must didn't see Brett Favre's face the other night. When Aaron Rodgers beat his all-time record for the franchise.
I did not. I forgot all about that. We was watching the game too.
Yeah. I want to say it was like 440. Record was 442. He got 443. Listen. If you would have saw when they conference called him in, oh my God, that was like the most forced. Like he was hostage. He said, congratulate him.
He said, "Well, congratulations, but get us a ring." You know what I'm saying? Like dang, so it's congratulations, but now you gotta finish
my record, but go
get a championship.
I mean, they listen. But both of them got one.
Right.
Brett has one, and Aaron Rodgers got one. I can see if Aaron Rodgers didn't have
one at all. Yeah. And I think he's on the pace to probably maybe get another one. You never know how the season goes, but yeah, Brent Favre definitely looked salty, as Ray Allen did the other night.
Yeah.
But man, like, kudos to Steph, man. Like, Steph been playing remarkable this year. Right now, as we talked about last episode, MVP right now in my eyes. Durant has a good case, but he's been out a couple games, due to COVID. And let's even go to Durant. Let's talk about the Nets and their situation. Not having a lot of players to the point where they bring Kyrie Irving back to play part-time. He only can play away games. He cannot play home games in New York. Man, they had to get him. They needed him.
There's no way. I'd have traded his ass. No part-time player. Now they in COVID protocol anyway. Not saying it's because of him, but they in COVID protocol. That ain't. I mean, that's not gonna work. You getting paid millions of dollars for what a lot of people play and love to do for free as a hobby, as extracurricular activity, and you out here talking about you ain't gonna get vaccinated. It's crazy, man. Kyrie, man. That's a whole nother situation, man. Because the team was depleted. There's a lot of teams right now because this COVID, this new strand, man. It's a lot. It's an outbreak.
Yeah, it's taking over a lot of.
Looking at what we've seen in the past couple weeks. Joe Johnson, 40 years old, got a deal. C.J. Miles and Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson.
They gave all of them 10-day deals. The Lakers ain't renewing. And matter of fact, they're not renewing his.
Langston Galloway.
Langston Galloway.
Yeah,
he in the league.
Yeah, I think I forgot who picked him up, but I seen somebody pick him up, and it got so bad that I seen. J.R. Smith has been looking. J.R. Smith tweeted, I've been seeing everybody get these 10-day contracts. If a team needs me, I'm available. J.R., I think you're done. He got a
good GPA.
Right.
And his golf swing looks good.
We proud of you, J.R. Keep drinking the Hennessy, do what you do, but I don't think nobody's going to call you. But they have been picking up, so I wouldn't be surprised, if somebody did pick them up. Because
listen, if they sign C.J. Miles, Lance Stevenson, and
Joe.
Listen, they can give.
ISO Joe looked good in his debut too.
But see the thing, man, they put him in. It was garbage minutes. They put him in. They put him in. He hit a jumper. I feel like I want to see him because I feel like they just signed him kind of to fill a spot too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you put him in with I think 2 minutes to go the game, man.
Yeah,
as soon as he came in, he created space
quick.
No, IT did that.
Yeah.
IT had 19 his first game.
Right. Yeah.
Joe Johnson had 2 points.
Right.
And matter of fact, IT's last game with I want to say that the last.
Yeah, he had a garbage juice game. Speaking of the Lakers,
they didn't renew him. Like I said, they didn't renew his 10-day deal.
Speaking of the Lakers, we talked about them last time. And it seems like
they've only gotten worse.
LeBron James, as always, doing his thing.
It's not LeBron.
Doing his thing. Last couple games, LeBron has at least put up 30 and almost a triple-double in every single game. Westbrook has been, he has his games, he does great, and then he has his games where he might score 13 with a triple-double, but he shot 4 for 20. You know what I'm saying? So, AD, man, let's not get started on this guy.
We were talking about AD last time.
And now he's injured and out for 4 weeks. Man, what do you think?
We were talking about his production then.
Right. What do you think the Lakers really need to do? Is it Westbrook?
At this point in LeBron's career, AD is supposed to be the one scoring the 37, scoring the 30 points. He's supposed to be topping that at bare minimum every night. Right. And if anybody's supposed to be hurt right now, it's LeBron.
Right.
Because he's old.
Years old.
Man, listen. And LeBron had already been playing 10, 11 years when Anthony Davis came in the league.
LeBron is still having to play 40 minutes a night.
He carried. Listen, yes, and like I said, Russell need to go. I'm telling you right, this is the trade that needs to be made. John Wall for Russell Westbrook right now. But they're not going to do it because Russell was already with the Rockets. They ain't going to do it.
Right.
I think they traded. No, they already got traded for each other. That was the
that was how Westbrook went to the Wizards last year. Yeah. That's right. Actually played kind of decent.
Westbrook ain't it, man.
Yeah.
I ain't never been a big Westbrook fan. He gets stats, but I'm looking at the efficiency, the amount of turnovers, man. Did you see what he did on Christmas Day? Did you see that last play? LeBron and Melo was open in the corner. All right, so LeBron went in for reverse. He kicked it out. He kicked it out to I want to say to Russell.
Right.
He kicked it out to Russell. When he kicked it out, he immediately cut back to the corner. LeBron's in the corner like this. Russell went in there and tried to dunk on like 2 defenders, bro.
Man.
Straight bonehead move. Melo, you can see Carmelo and LeBron over there in the corner. Both of them in the same corner. They both was wide open. Listen, he got to go, man.
Yeah, West.
But they need him right now because
they need him. Nobody.
They need him. Who else got right now?
That's what I was gonna say. Westbrook definitely is not playing to what he needs to be playing to. But what I'm gonna blame, we talked about AD already. AD and it's getting hurt and injury prone. So, but it's to me, I don't like the others. Like at the beginning, I like THT. He has not.
I'm still a THT fan. My boy ain't been right since he came back from COVID.
He hasn't been playing great since
once he find his legs.
I think they need to trade for more better others. Like I will give up.
They're gonna listen. They are going to make trades at the trade deadline.
I would give up Malik Monk in a heartbeat.
They should have never.
I would give up Wayne Ellington. I would give up DeAndre Jordan. There's a reason why.
I forgot he was there.
Right, there's a reason why the Nets didn't want him in the first place. Like, I would give them up and just get better others because the others to me are like the other night. LeBron had like 36. Westbrook had 30. Nobody else was
players that at this point that can complement. I mean, because I saw what they were doing, with free agency this year and with the moves that they made, but they need to find some other players that could that can come in and complement LeBron and the rest of the team right now.
And I also think
I still like Kendrick Nunn, but we ain't seen him play yet.
Yeah, we haven't seen him play yet.
Ariza came back. I don't know if that made much of a difference.
I think at this point, with AD gone again, DeAndre's been playing like garbage. Dwight is okay at times, definitely defensively, because their defense still is a problem. They don't get back on defense. Russell has not been playing great defense. None of them really has been playing good defense.
Other night, man, the defensive lapses with Patty Mills cooking.
Right, that can't happen. Patty Mills shouldn't be cooking Russell Westbrook for 34 points.
You playing lackadaisical defense, you know what I'm saying?
There's no way the Nets should have won that game without Kevin Durant, bro. Like, James Harden is James Harden, but it was James Harden and like 6 other players. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm telling you. So at the end, I'm blaming that on Russell.
Yeah, I'm blaming Russell.
Because I'd have kicked when LeBron gave it to him and cut back. I'd have gave it back to LeBron. If LeBron would have missed it, it'd been on him. But LeBron is the one right now, the most efficient person you got.
Hands down.
Russell obviously can't get up like he used to. I mean, he got up there, but I was like, bro, what is you doing?
Yeah, right. Man, yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, they gonna make some trades. They gonna have to make some trades at trade deadline. Whatever they got to do, they got to fix it now. It's getting bad. They not right now. The Lakers will not get out the West.
And they're not even right now. As of today, they're not in the playoff picture.
Yeah, man.
They're like number 9.
If it end up like last year, well, you got to do that damn play-in. And you playing in for a 7th or 8th seed. Guess who you playing? You playing the Warriors or the Suns, and you're not beating either one of them.
They didn't beat them last year.
Hell no.
Definitely wouldn't beat the Suns this year.
No, bro.
They haven't got nothing but better.
I thought they was gonna have NBA Finals playoffs hangover.
Right.
And they didn't. They came back playing. Started off bad. They just picked up.
All right.
So
yeah, like you said, whatever they gotta do, they need to do it.
And look at the Cavs, man. For the first time they're 19 and 13 right now.
Are great. The Cavs
I didn't know how that big man lineup was gonna work. They traded for Larry Markkanen. They got Jared Allen. And they got Mobley.
Yeah, Mobley right now.
There's a lot of big man. They playing tall ball.
Mobley right now may be clear cut rookie of the year.
Yeah, he's a beast. Man.
That team looked good. Kevin Love accepted his role off the bench coming in, averaging like 13, 14 a game.
He's doing that. Darius Garland.
Yeah.
Garland Sexton.
Yeah, man. That Cleveland team looks great.
They playing tall ball, man.
The Bulls still looking nice.
Yep.
You got the Hornets still looking good. So it's great up and coming teams, you know, in the East and even we all know the great teams in the West, and that's like the Lakers are in trouble, man. Like I feel like, you know, Frank Vogel was about to lose his job. You know, to me, when AD gets healthy, I'm trading AD, man, because
he need to, wherever he go, whatever happened to him, he need to get a new trainer. He need to get a trainer that can help his body sustain 82 games, man. Listen, did you see the Avion Crockett meme?
Yeah,
did you see that? Hey, he was going to the refrigerator and got a drink, bro. Listen, he always
sprained his
man.
ankle towards Achilles or something, man.
That time, them 7 years with the Pelicans, like, it's just like, bro, AD act like he been playing like 18 years now, bro.
The mad thing is, he's only 28. He's my age.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? Like, it's horrible, man.
I mean, yeah, so, I mean, it ain't looking good.
This
is not how LeBron was supposed to spend the twilight of his career. This is not how this is supposed to happen. I mean, LeBron is still a statistical nightmare. He's still a damn Terminator. He's still a robot because, I mean, he's still doing what he's supposed to do.
Right.
I mean, because everybody's talking about Steph's going to win the MVP, which he probably is. He got the momentum. He broke the record. The Warriors they've been trying to find themselves ever since they lost 2 years ago to the Raptors. And they back. So he brought them back together, led them to where they at now. They still ain't even got Clay back yet.
Right.
They ain't even got. But LeBron is still right behind him though.
Right.
He's averaging 27. LeBron is averaging 26. LeBron is averaging more assists and rebounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, which is LeBron's typical, like, what 26, like 7 and 7.
Yeah.
I want to say Steph is like 27, 6 and 5, something like that. Yeah. 27, 5 and 5 or something. So, I mean, LeBron is still doing what he's supposed to do. But we know about the GM, and we know what's going to happen. Somebody got to go. Yeah. Somebody got to get traded.
Yeah, I think at the New Year's right around the corner.
They're gonna try to because you're able to kind of assess the first half of the season to make those second half of the season adjustments. Who ain't working? What ain't working? What's the Avery Bradley there too? Get rid of him. Let him slide too.
None of the others are working, man.
They should have made that Buddy Hield trade. Yeah, they should have made that Buddy Hield trade.
I think
because he's a sharpshooter. They wanted to get him instead of Russell. And then they went for the bigger name. Exactly, they went for Russell, and that ain't it.
Right.
Because Buddy Hield is efficient. He can create for himself, and he's efficient. He's a sharpshooter. Right. He's that guy right now. If I promise you, if LeBron had him right now, because LeBron is gonna make plays for you. If he was open,
right? If Buddy Hield's knocking it down right now. That like you just said. There's nobody that if LeBron facilitated to him, there's nobody that's gonna be open and just a sure knockdown. Buddy Hield definitely would be that guy. Because Melo is streaky at the 3-point line, but right now he's their best 3-point shooter. Everybody else are not great 3-point shooters.
Love you, Melo, but. That's an issue.
That's an issue.
If you rely at this point for LaMelo, for Carmelo.
Yeah, and I'm like the biggest Carmelo Anthony fan in the world, and man, I mean, it might be a game he dropped 21, and it might be 5 games where he has 9, 8, 7, and bad efficiency. So I think I wouldn't trade Melo, but I let him. Thus far out of the second unit, out of the others,
what more at this point could you expect from him?
Right. He has been decent for the others, but he has to be great. Like they need something. They need like 2-3 great players coming out that bench, at least providing you 10 to 15.
I mean, they need players that can create. They just need players that can create right now. I mean, and also be efficient. I mean, it just ain't working. I know they're gonna make some trades. At least I hope they do anyway, because that ain't it.
So, enough of the NBA talk. We're going to jump back to the NFL. We got a couple games this week, monumental week, playoffs around the corner. So we about to play rapid fire. When I say the name of the game, you just pick one team. You know, we're gonna go from there. We got the Patriots and the Jaguars.
Patriots.
Yeah, I'm picking the Patriots too.
That's absolutely
clear winner. We got the Ravens and the Rams. That's a good game. I'm going to pick the Ravens because I just hope they can squeeze in there. It's only due to if Lamar is playing, though.
If Lamar playing, then they have a better chance.
Yeah.
But the Rams, they clicking.
And that's a monumental game.
The Rams is one of the better teams in the league this year.
Yeah, they are. We have the Falcons versus the Bills. The Falcons actually has a chance to sneak in the wild card, but I'm picking the Bills too. This is a nice game. We got the Chiefs versus the Bengals. That's a good game.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one.
If it was earlier in the season, I would have said the Bengals, because the Bengals are a good team. The Bengals can beat on any given Sunday right now. They can beat a good team. Yeah. But the Chiefs have picked it up. Mahomes is back to doing Mahomes things.
Right.
Chiefs.
I'm going with the Bengals. I just last game Burrow been playing great all season, but he really impressed me with that 525-yard game. So I'm gonna say Bengals. The Dolphins versus the Titans. Dolphins have won. They've been on the streak, you know. So I'm gonna choose the Dolphins, man. I like
the Dolphins and the Titans.
Yeah.
Did you see the Titans? Did you see the San Fran game last week? And AJ Brown is back. He had like 130, 140 receiving. Looked like a man among boys. Also, the Dolphins play tonight too.
Yeah, they play the Saints tonight. That's a good game.
Both of them 7-7.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. These games are very used to, you know, because the Dolphins have
all these next couple games, these next few weeks are very important. All this is what's going to tell the playoff picture. Right. Teams like them, they swimming around there like in the hunt, wild card.
Right.
So you know, trying to get a spot in.
So you picked the Titans with the Dolphins versus the Titans?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, the Titans started off. Well, I'm not gonna say they started off slow. They had to find themselves again after Derrick Henry got hurt, and they bounced back in a major way.
We got the Raiders versus the Colts.
Raiders versus the Colts. Going to be a really good game. Like I was talking earlier about Jonathan Taylor, best running back in the league right now. I think the Colts record, I'm repeating this, the Colts record does not tell how good they are.
Right.
The Colts are a good team. They're a good team. I think they're picking it up.
Yeah, I'm going with the Colts also. I think, you know, the Raiders are a streaky team. They've been through a lot this year with like the player madness, the coach their coach quitting.
Well, he pretty much had to step down.
Yeah,
fire him.
Yeah, they were gonna fire him anyway. So I'm picking the Colts. The Eagles versus Washington football team. And this is really for that, you know, wild card spot.
Well, the top of their division is the Cowboys.
Yeah, the Cowboys.
Well, yeah, exactly.
This is for the final spot.
Yeah.
So this is a big game. I'm taking the Eagles. I mean, Washington dropped the last two games. Taylor Heineke did not play well last game.
I'm going with my boy Riverboat Ron.
Okay.
From Carolina. We're going with Washington.
I like that.
We'll go with Washington.
Okay. We got, this is a garbage game, but we got the Broncos versus the Chargers. I'm picking the Chargers. We got the Cardinals versus the Cowboys. Whew, that's a good game. Hold on. Well, after I said that, I just realized how good of a game that actually is going to be. The Cardinals versus the Cowboys. That's a hard choice right there. If I got to pick, though, I'm going to take... Man, that's a hard choice, bro. Right now, the Cardinals have not been playing like they was in the beginning of the season. Like they started off only lost like 2 games, now they're 10-5. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys, man. I think after that last game, I was about to say Romo. Prescott looked great last game, but yeah, man, I'm taking the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Cowboys. They got the momentum. They got the momentum right now. I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
The Packers versus the Vikings.
Man, Packers.
In this last good game, the monumental game for both teams, we got the Browns versus the Steelers.
Yeah, that's a divisional game.
That's a divisional game.
Baker Mayfield is playing terrible right now. The Browns, yeah, Baker got to go.
Because to me, Baker Mayfield is an average quarterback.
Yeah.
And it was never Odell's fault like they always blamed it on.
Yeah, he was the number 1 pick, man. He just ain't producing.
But I'm picking Big Ben, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
So that wraps it up for Rapid Fire, and that wraps it up for this episode of No Filter Sports Podcast. Like I said in the beginning, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe, please. Make sure you comment.
Don't just look at it.
Right, subscribe.
If you got any suggestions, anything you want to talk about,
yeah. Right? Let us know. Hit us up in the comments. Talk to us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things going on in the sports world around playoff time, around this New Year time. For the NBA. So give us 5 stars on Apple Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts to, Google Podcasts. Make sure you give us 5 stars. Make sure you give us thumbs up. And make sure you follow us on social media. And we out. We'll see y'all next time. Happy holidays. Happy New Year, everybody. Peace and love.